bless the shining light that we bear. We're the only ones to make her brighter, the only ones to make her better, the only ones to make Anambra.
It was with me in systematically and fully committed to constant upgrading the teaching standards and content to boost teacher quality in Nigeria in the following critical aspects: professional knowledge, professional skills, professional values, attitude and conduct, and professional membership obligations and ethics. At the symposium, the role of teachers as key members in every educational setting was wonderful. Indeed, the success of every school system relies heavily on the quality of institutions. I am most grateful to all of you, and on behalf of people like me who can manage to read or write, I welcome and thank our teachers for this. Thank you, teachers. My senior brother, Malami is absent, so I will present the administration on his behalf. Protocol. It is a great pleasure to address you and welcome you all on this occasion of 1819 World Teachers' Day celebration, which is held on the 5th of October every year. It is a day set aside globally to celebrate the invaluable contributions of teachers to national development. The theme of this year's Teachers' Day, Young Teachers, the future of the profession, is an invitation to better understanding of teachers and the role they play in the development of students and society. We have in 2017 tagged in empowering teachers. That theme is what we are doing forward today. It was that year that the World Teachers Day was celebrated anniversary of the 1997 UNESCO recommendation concerning the development of higher education teaching personnel. Last year, it was still the right to education is the right to be qualified teacher, which commemorated the 70th anniversary of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and serves as a reminder that the right to education cannot be realized without trained and qualified teachers. This year's theme, therefore, young teachers, the future of the profession, progressively addresses some of the fundamental issues that are necessary for the development of intelligent education generally in our country. In order to provide the education sector to unleash the potential for social-economic development of the country, the ministerial strategic plan was developed with 10 pillars, namely: 1. Addressing the outcome of children lessons. 2. Youth and adult literacy. 3. TV and science, technology, engineering, and mathematics as panacea for aiding national development. 4. The addressing basic educational needs. 5. Teacher education, capacity building, and professional development. 6. Curriculum and policy matters. 7. Tertiary education. 8. Education data and plan. 9. Let us bear in mind that central transparent access to the institutions and the teachers who lecture on them. Hence, ultimately, to invest in young teachers to guarantee the future of the teaching profession. I must commend the efforts of teachers to education of Nigeria in the most professionalism, registration and license of teachers in the big strengthening teacher quality. Here, it was working to keep the profession in total among all other professions in Nigeria.
It gives me great pleasure on behalf of the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, President Muhamadu Buhari, to address this distinguished audience on the World Teachers' Day celebration and the President's Teachers and Schools Excellence Award, during which deserving teachers are recognized and rewarded. Let me begin by expressing my profound appreciation to the Honorable Minister of Education, Honorable Minister of State for Education, State Commissioners of Education, Education Secretaries of the local government, President of the Nigerian Union of Teachers, and the entire management of the union and other stakeholders in the education sector for working harmoniously in the interest of the sector. It is an honor for me to be part of this memorable occasion. The theme for this year's celebration, Young Teachers, the Future of the Profession, is apt as it focuses attention on the continuous role of the teacher in imparting knowledge for human capital development, which is a prerequisite for the growth and development of Nigeria. It also highlights the need for attracting and keeping the brightest minds and young talents in the teaching profession. The World Teachers' Day is celebrated annually on October 5th since 1994 to commemorate the adoption of the 1966 ILO UNESCO recommendation concerning the status of teachers. Education is therefore a tool for promoting both shared prosperity and poverty elimination. Given that today's students will be tomorrow's leaders, workers, and parents, good education is an essential investment with enduring benefits. There is urgent need for policies that will provide allowances and initiate annual retention benefits for teachers in order to attract them to rural communities. The federal government shall collaborate with the state governments with a view to providing incentives to teachers, especially in the rural areas, with a view to encouraging young talents to the teaching profession. It has been stated that teachers are one of the most influential and powerful forces for equity, access, and quality in education. This administration places much emphasis on human capital development. We shall give more attention to training and retraining of teachers in order to enhance their capacities for effective service delivery. The World Teachers' Day celebration is aimed at appreciating teachers for their contributions to the nation building, giving them a sense of belonging. In the case of Nigeria, we have gone further steps by rewarding excellence, and institutions of president's teachers and schools excellence an institution of President Teacher Schools Excellence Award along with the World Teachers' Day celebration. I wish to express the sincere appreciation of the President to the awardees and to the numerous teachers out there who have been contributing their quota to national development.
Well, honestly, I'm very, very excited. It actually shows that all the investment that Chief Dr. Obiano, the governor of Anambra State, is making in education is working. Honestly, I've been commissioner for 5 years, this is my 6th year, and I can tell you that the memos I write to His Excellency, he has never said no to one. You know, he loves education with passion, he loves the teachers. We call him the senior advocate of teachers. He loves education, he's investing in us. He's paying teachers their salaries on time, giving them incentives, giving incentives to teachers who are in the rural areas, giving incentives, Christmas bonuses to teachers, promoting them, giving them promotion as at when due. And for me, it's an indication that all these investments he's making is not in vain, because teachers are motivated to do more. You know, administrators are happy with what he's doing and they are ready to do more. For me, this is a testimony. The man has been vindicated, so that anybody that says, oh, Governor Obiano is not doing well in education is simply not saying the truth. Because these are a testimony that the President of the Federation, Muhamadu Buhari, the Federal Ministry of Education, that they've recognized that Anambra State is a state to reckon with in education. And I'm excited, I'm happy.
All right. Can you tell us how we came, what
the processes?
Yeah.
In the Ministry of Education, you have what you call SECAD. This is quality assurance. You know, the department that is in charge of quality assurance. This is the department that is in charge of monitoring. We do what we call clinical supervision. We do what we call, monitoring, severe and systemic and systematic monitoring. So that every time people in the Post-Primary School Services Commission, people in ASUBE, people from the ministry, they go to schools to look at what the teachers are doing. They go to school to look at what the principals are doing. They go to school to see the environment, a whole lot of things. And they keep documentation. And periodically, there is what you call returns that they do and bring to the parastatals. And they look at these things. And at the federal level, you also have this quality assurance too. You have the Education Services Department. You have the President created this with the Federal Ministry of Education. They created this President Teachers and School Excellence Award, where they call for states to nominate. So this is 36 states of the Federation, including Abuja. States are to nominate their best teachers, are to nominate their best administrators, teachers are to nominate their best schools, both junior and senior. And this year they added the private schools. So you have to do this ministry should do this nomination. So because the parastatals are already working, they know these people without having to do any other thing. So they will bring all these things to the ministry. It's normally a very rigorous process, because you have what you call quality assurance indices. Things like your publications, looks like your capacity building, things about your timetable, whether you come to school on time, things about the awards you have won previously, things about how regular you are to school, how consistent, whether you have any innovation in pedagogy, whether you have any attracted things to the school, whether it's a form of building or anything you have attracted. It's a whole lot of things that you expected to package and bring evidences that you have done these things. When you bring evidences that you have done this, then we package this and send to the federal ministry. And then the federal ministry will, on their own, they have a committee made up of NUT, made up of the ANCOPS, the Association of Principals, Association of Head Teachers. A whole lot of people are in that committee. And normally they would send a representative, or some representative to the states to come and find out whether the things we claim we have are on ground. And the beauty of this is that they wouldn't even tell you that, why they are coming. They'll say, we want to see you, and they won't even tell you until maybe they are coming on Monday. And they'll just tell you they are in your state on Sunday. And they'll arrive to my office and say, I want you to take me to this school. So you have no prior knowledge of what they are doing. And then you take them there and they go back and make their own reports. Let me tell you that today that we came, we didn't even know we are going to, they just wrote us a letter that so-and-so school has been slated for an award. We didn't even know we were coming first. We didn't know we were coming second or anything. So we just arrived today. So it's a pleasant surprise that we came first, in the junior secondary school category, public schools, and we've been given a bus. We're excited that our own sister, the sister of Regina, also won the best administrator. So, and the guy from the private school, Nwajiuba Gabriel, won the first runner-up in the private schools, and Nnewi Samuel won the second runner-up for public schools. It's a pleasant surprise.
Okay.
Well, let me tell you, teachers in Anambra State are doing very well. That's what I must say. I want to commend my teachers. They are very disciplined, they are very responsible, they are very responsive. They know our shared values, which we have drummed into the ears of everyone, that there must be role models of emulation. I believe that there are some who perhaps have not keyed into the vision of His Excellency Chief Dr. Willie Obiano. His Excellency says that he wants to give Anambra education that is globally competitive. And for you to give a globally competitive education, you must key into the global competitiveness. During the holiday, we trained over 10,000 teachers in ICT, and teachers are excited about it. That we have a dream where our teachers will begin like you have in Ontario. When you write Anambra certified teacher, they know you are as good as any world-class teacher. That's our dream. Therefore, teachers have to be computer literate. Teachers have to know the modern pedagogy. Teachers have to develop themselves, invest in themselves. Most importantly, because we mold the souls of children, teachers must have souls themselves. And they know that. And that's what I tell teachers every time. You must have to be responsible, you must have to be responsive. But I'm telling you, a lot of our teachers are. Some are yet to key in. But when they see the reward of hard work, like these people here, they will know that it pays to work hard. The governor has approved the Governor's Schools and Teachers Excellence Award. Next year, we are going to come out with a bang, because they approved that in ESCO, that we are going to do the Governor's, borrowing from the Federal Ministry, Governor's Schools and Teachers Excellence Award. We've already formed the committee for that. By next year, we'll have the award. But let me tell you, some of these people that have won this award, we are going to put them among those who are going to go to Dubai, for one of the capacity building that we are planning now. That's one short thing that I know His Excellency will do for them. That's one short thing.
It was a surprise. I just started, just 6 years now. But from the day I started, I've been winning in the state level. So this time around, I agreed to go to Abuja level, federal level. I was running away. But this time I said, let me try, But the only thing I know is that I lead by example. And I carry everybody along. So everybody is happy. And we are working as a team, The job is, we do it with passion. And the school kept growing every day. Every year, progress. I was so amazed. How I'm doing it, I don't know. Only God knows. But I know I conscientize the teachers so that the job will be a passion, not just a passionate one. And with that same spirit, any gain we have, we share together. So they are happy, I am happy, the children are happy, the parents are happy. And somehow, we landed here. So if you ask me how it happened, I wouldn't know. I don't know. Only God knows. At least for official and non-official things. Sometimes the school bus will be busy. And you allow the teachers to use it. Either for markets, for this, for that. Then you use your own. Give them that preference. But they feel good when they take the school bus. They feel very good. And they feel highly honored. So I've planned that the school bus, they use it more for errands, official errands. Then I save them that.
I know your students will obviously be happy.
No, it's going to be a big celebration.
What then is your promise? Because they say reward for hard work is more work.
Exactly.
So what is your promise?
It's going to
this thing next year, it will still come back.
Challenge, very serious challenge.
Okay.
It has been tormenting me because you can't afford to lose it. And that is the problem. It's going to be a wonderful challenge. But we will keep moving. God by our side. We will never relent. We will keep moving. It's a joyful thing. So everybody will be happy joining the moving train.
First, it was God.
God was the one that gave us the strength. Second, we have an education-friendly government and a very hard-working commissioner. And the members of the board, the chairman of PPSS, the members of the board, they work round the clock to make sure that each school is working. And that was why we keyed into it and had this success.
What are you doing differently specifically when you talked about how to work? What are the specific things you're doing? Can you break it down for us?
The specific thing we are doing is that when we come to our school, we study. We study. The teachers are dedicated. Everybody is willing to go to class. Even if you ask them to stay after, like Monday and Wednesday, we stay up to 3 instead of 2:30. They oblige. These are the secrets.
Okay. I came with a different view of teaching and handling students, because the normal norm is that teachers believe that the students are unruly and you need to descend hand on them for them to learn. But I saw students as being young people, which they are. So I combined learning with fun. I made them to sort of like feel at home whenever I'm teaching. So it made them to relax. They liked my subject and they liked me. So whenever I'm teaching them, they will always be motivated to give their best. And such is how we teach children in our school. The students come first. We always look out for them and make sure that we take good care of them. So it makes learning easier for them, and it's making the school to grow and progress.
Okay, so what's your award?
My award is the second best teacher in private school.
We will lift our homeland high. We believe in togetherness. We'll build a land of progress.